Their ascent was bloody and fraught with betrayal. Rivals, threatened by their growing influence, circled like sharks. The streets ran red with the blood of informants and competitors. Every victory came at a cost, every deal a gamble with their lives. Press, once content with his charm, discovered a ruthlessness he never knew he possessed. He learned to anticipate his enemies' moves, to play them against each other, to turn their greed against them. Lola, her loyalty tested time and again, became a shield against the encroaching darkness. She fought with the ferocity of a cornered animal, her loyalty to Press her only guiding star. They built a network of informants and enforcers, their reach extending like a spiderweb across the city. Dirty cops lined their pockets, politicians sang their praises, and the money flowed like water. But with each rung climbed on the ladder of success, the shadows seemed to grow deeper, the whispers of their past, echoing in the silence of their opulent new lives. The city, once their playground, now felt like a cage of their own making. They had everything they ever wanted, yet the price they paid weighed heavy on their souls. The ghosts of their past lingered at the edges of their gilded world, a constant reminder of the innocence they had sacrificed at the altar of ambition.
The store owner, a frail man named Mr. Chen, had made a fatal mistake. He witnessed a drug deal, a transaction that implicated Press and Lola. Fear had kept him silent at first, but his conscience, a persistent nag, had finally driven him to the police. Now he was a threat, a loose end that could unravel their carefully constructed empire. The plan was simple, brutal, and efficient, like all their operations. As the night deepened, Press and Lola was on the way. The bell above the door jingled as they entered Mr. Chen's store. It was a small, cramped space, cluttered with dusty shelves and the scent of incense. Mr. Chen looked up from behind the counter, his eyes widening in fear as he recognized his late-night visitors. He knew, in the pit of his stomach, that his decision to talk had sealed his fate. Mr. Chen stammered, his gaze darting between Press and Lola. He knew their reputation. He was a dead man walking, and he knew it. The air in the store crackled with tension. Lola stepped forward, her hand moving with lightning speed to withdraw the gun from beneath her jacket. Mr. Chen's words, a desperate plea for survival, hung in the air. The gunshot echoed through the store, a deafening roar that shattered the night's silence. Mr. Chen crumpled to the floor, his eyes staring blankly at the ceiling, a dark stain blooming on his chest. The smell of gunpowder filled the air, acrid and final. Lola lowered the gun, her expression unchanged, as if she had just swatted a fly, not taken a life. The city, oblivious to the tragedy that had just unfolded within the small store, continued its relentless rhythm, its heartbeat a constant reminder of the stakes of their game. One crisp morning, with the sun peeking through the clouds, Press decided to treat Lola to breakfast at their favorite diner. But as they approached the traffic light, the world around them exploded into chaos. Gunfire erupted, shattering the peaceful morning. "You fucking kidding me?" said Lola and Press at the same time. Grizz and his goons had spotted Press' car, seizing the moment to strike. Instinct kicked in. Press ducked low, pulling Lola close as bullets rained down. Lola, ever the warrior, grabbed a gun from her purse and fired back. Their sleek black car roared through the intersection, adrenaline surging. With a swift maneuver, they found cover behind an abandoned warehouse. It was time to regroup and plan their next move.
Press and Lola's hearts raced as adrenaline surged through them. Their trusty vehicle, now a target of gunfire, was a stark reminder of the danger they faced. They quickly donned their black attire, a symbol of their resolve and readiness for what lay ahead. With their favorite weapons in hand, they hopped into the unmarked car, a nondescript model that would help them blend into the shadows. The engine roared to life as they sped through the streets, the city lights blurring past them. They drove through alleyways and side streets, their hearts racing with each turn of the wheel. Hours passed, and their search felt fruitless. The weight of uncertainty hung in the air like thick fog. Just as they were about to give in to exhaustion and frustration, a familiar landmark came into view. The Coney Island diner, a well-loved spot known for its greasy burgers and milkshakes. "Let's grab a bite," Lola suggested, hoping the comfort of food would bring some clarity to their tired minds. Through the glass, they spotted Grizz surrounded by his goons, laughing at a corner table, oblivious to the danger lurking just outside. Press's pulse quickened. This was the moment they had been waiting for. Without exchanging a word, Press and Lola drew their weapons, and the sound of gunfire erupted into the night, echoing through the streets as they unleashed a torrent of bullets. More than 100 shots rang out, each one finding its mark. Grizz's laughter was cut short as chaos erupted in the diner. The goons scrambled for cover, but there was nowhere to hide. Glass shattered and tables were overturned as Press and Lola moved with precision and purpose, their focus singular. In mere moments, it was over. Grizz and his men lay motionless on the floor, the thrill of their hunt still crackling in the air. The diner, once filled with the warmth of late-night chatter, now fell into eerie silence.
Slim paced around his small, cluttered office, his eyes darting around the room. The weight of the day pressed heavily on him as he picked up the phone and dialed his nephew, Press. "Hey, Press!" "It's Uncle Slim," he said, his voice steady but laced with urgency. "Just wanted to give you a heads up. A new detective just arrived from out of town and he's working with Jackie." On the other end, Press listened intently, sensing the gravity of his uncle's tone. "What's the plan, Uncle Slim?" he asked, his voice calm but alert. "They'll be watching your side of town closely," Slim replied, his brow furrowing with concern. "You know how these task forces operate. Every move is scrutinized. I just wanted you to be aware." "Got it. I'll keep my eyes open," Press assured him, determination creeping into his voice.
Mr. Chin found lifeless in his Chinatown store, a single orchid placed upon his chest. Then, the bloodbath at the Coney Island diner, 4 lives snuffed out with ruthless efficiency. Jackie ran a hand through her tired face. The files offered no solace, only a labyrinth of dead ends and unanswered questions. A name echoed in her mind: Press.
The city was gripped by fear. Drug-related incidents were escalating. Hospitals overflowed with overdose victims. The police seemed powerless. The source of this chaos? A ruthless gangster known as Press. His network was vast, his methods brutal. He was a master manipulator, always staying one step ahead. The city held its breath. Who would stop him? Detective Jackie surveyed the city from her precinct window. Her eyes, hardened by years on the force, held a steely glint. She knew the fear in the city. She felt it too. But fear wouldn't solve this. Action would. Press was her target. He was responsible for the chaos. She had to stop him. She studied his file, memorizing every detail. His face, his methods, his associates. He would make a mistake, and she would be ready. Lola was the epitome of glamour. High-end fashion and diamonds, she was the envy of every woman and the desire of every man. Jackie knew that to get to Press, she had to understand Lola. Their connection was the key. Jackie's days became consumed by Press. She shadowed his known associates and followed every lead, no matter how insignificant. A hooded figure, this was Jackie's informant, a former associate of Press, seeking redemption. The snitch provided crucial information. Press's next move, a major drug deal. The location, a warehouse on the docks. The time, tomorrow night. This was Jackie's chance to catch Press red-handed. The warehouse on the docks was a hive of activity. Undercover officers disguised as dock workers blended seamlessly into the environment. They were ready. Jackie, hidden in a nearby building, watched the scene unfold. The tension was palpable. Every shadow, every creak of metal sent shivers down Jackie's spine. When the time came for Press to arrive at the meeting place, Jackie received a phone call. It was Press.